Kantara advances here and will shoot his heavy pistol at the support grunt. One hit. Not blocked, that's one wound. And then he uses Trickster to create these holograms. That should protect us from that biocannon blast. We do gain a stress for it though. Sister Belvoir uses Healing Touch on herself, gains a stress for it, and recovers one wound. Then how about Eternal Flame down at the Flappy Grunts? We'll use all 3 caster points. Yeah, that's fine. 2 hits on these guys. 5s to block. Ooh, blocked 1. Disintegrated another. Right, her shotgun. We'll do this down at the Flappy Grunts as well. We have 1 hit, and because she's devout, that is an extra hit. AP 1, so 6s to block. Oh god. Okay, got 1. Ooh, that's a morale check though for the Flappy Grunt, which it passes, and I should have done one for the Spore as well. I'm going to do that now. So the Spore is stunned. Now Spores have the no retreat rule, so it's not stunned, but instead I roll a d3, and on a 1, 2, or 3 it takes a wound. It just withers away. Mirabelle will hoik her flamer over the edge of the wall there, shoot down at these grunts, which I miss. I don't want to miss. Alright, do I want to take on some stress? Yeah, I think I will. I'm going to take on 2 stress, which becomes wounds to shoot again. Because the alternative is that the grunts are going to come up and deal wounds on me anyway. So, let's try again. Alright. She now needs to take a morale test, which she passes. The support grunt blasts its biocannon into these holograms. The Biospiner grunts, if they advance here, yes, they can shoot her. So they'll go up the steps, shoot at Mirabelle. I think only one has line of sight. 1 hit. Spiners are AP 1. Don't block, that's a wound. Another morale check for Mirabelle. She's still hanging on there. The Psycho Grunt will pounce up the steps. Can't make it any further than that. Now these grunts next. We're going to turn to face Kantara and shoot their bioborers. Yikes, 2 attacks per gun. Oh no. 6s to block. That's 4 wounds. Kantara is tough 12, so he's on his last wound that he can take. He needs to make a morale check, which he fails because he's quality 5, but he is fearless. He is fearless! Finally, for the aliens, this Flappy Grunt will shoot its bioborer up at Sister Belvoir. Missing, fortunately. Right, things are looking a little trickier now. Again, I can't move away from the sample container, so I think we'll have Mirabelle come up onto the roof. With an advance order, we'll shoot the flamer down at those grunts. Whoosh! Oh, okay, I guess she missed. Okay, we'll have Belvoir come get in the way. Spellcasting, let's use both points on Eternal Flame on the grunts. It works, that's 2 hits. 1 block. Let's take you off. We'll blast that last grunt with the Master Shotgun. Missed the box, but it is a 6. And with Devout, that's 2 hits. EP1, 6s to block. Does have some cover, but still, that is enough to blow that one away. And then for other action, let's use Healing Touch on Mirabelle. 2+ for it to go off without a hitch, that is fine. How many wounds do we get back? 3. Perfect. Kantara has advanced and will shoot his heavy pistol at the support grunt. Missing. Deploy holograms. And then I'm going to take on 2 stress to take another action, and I'm going to charge at the support grunt. Why not, other than the fact that it's suicidal? 2 stabs with the energy sword. We have got 1 hit, 1 hit. Blocked. Wait, it's AP1. So, sadly I didn't take it out. It can now attack back with its razor claws. Fortunately missing. However, when it's the support grunt's turn, I think I'm going to get a face full of biocannon. Right, alien's turn, and indeed it is the support grunt first, who's going to turn around and shoot his biocannon at Kantara. We have 1 hit. Just got to save it. With that chest wound, I'll need a 6. Nope, he's down. Okay, it's the Psycho Grunt to go next, so he will charge up the steps, or fall down the steps. No, he'll charge up the steps and attack Sister Mirabelle with 3 claws. Quality 5. We have 1 hit. This is going to be a little bit tricky to block. I need a 6, and the Psycho Grunt has poison. So there we go, 1 wound on Belvoir. Belvoir gets 2 feeble little hand slaps back. Whoa, not so feeble after all, 2 hits. 5s to block. There's a 6, but Belvoir has poison. So that 6 needs re-rolling. 1 wound, and the Psycho Grunt has resistance, so he gets a 6 up extra save. That's 1 wound. Biobora Grunts next to shoot their Bioboras into the holograms, making them disappear. The Flappy Grunt is going to rush towards the AI goal. And the Support Grunt is going to shoot up at Mirabelle. 5s to hit. 1 hit. Right, let's do the blast correctly this time. It's 1 hit each, not 3 divided between the 2 of them. So, Sister Belvoir does not block, takes a wound, and Sister Mirabelle does not block, but she has Holy Shield. 1 wound each. Okay, heroes to move. We're going to spread out a little bit. We'll bring Belvoir back over here. Oh no. We'll use both caster points on Eternal Flame on the Flappy Grunt. It works. 2 hits. 5s to block. There we go. Burnt. Fire the shotgun over at the Psycho Grunt. Chicka-boom. No hits. Healing Touch on Mirabelle. She's passed the will test, and we get 2 wounds restored. Right, I'm not going to mess around with this Psycho Grunt. Mirabelle, use your once per game Soldier's Might and charge. Quality 4. 2 hits, but with Soldier's Might, that is an extra hit. 5s to block. But that is enough to take it out. These alien grunts are going to rush up the steps, and this support grunt will lob his biocannon over at Sister Belvoir. 1 hit. The support grunt is relentless, so that is actually 2 hits. Roll to block, 1 wound. Right, the primary tokens are now on 11. We're on awareness 8. Kantara, I don't think is going to survive this. He's on 2 bleed tokens, and the fire grenade goes away. Right, we're nearly there. Okay, Sister Mirabelle, why don't you have a rest? Sister Belvoir uses Healing Touch on herself, and see how many wounds we get restored. 3, very nice. The grunts have climbed up the girders, and we're going to have some Bioboras shooting into Sister Belvoir. 6 dice. 2 hits. 6s to block. 2 wounds. And now this nuisance of an alien the support grunt. The two sisters are equidistant, so I'm going to randomise who he's going to shoot at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be Belvoir. One hit, and with Relentless, that's an extra hit. 6s to block. Ooh, 2 more wounds. That's going to be a morale check. See if she can get lucky again. Nope, not this time. I do not want her shaken, so we'll have her take on some stress. End of the round. Kantara bleeds out. Sorry, my guy. How about this? We have now completed the primary objective. Alright, the secondary mission is Safeguard, which is very similar to Target Defense. I will need to hold this for another 6 rounds. And of course we've got all the usual alien gribblies coming on as reinforcements. I think with 1 man down, I'm going to abandon the secondary objective and just try and get out of here. My exit plan is this way, only because I want to get my revenge and destroy that support grunt. Alright, Sister Belvoir, healing touch, does it work alright? Yes it does. Let's have some hit points back. 1. Let's try 2 spells. The first one's going to be Admonition. 2 caster points. It's a level 2 spell, so I'll need a 4 or better for it to work. It does. So I'm going to target these grunts and that Soul Snatcher. Admonition. How's it pronounced? Admonishment. I don't know. -1 defense next time these units try to defend. And then she'll give these grunts a face full of Eternal Flame. We'll use both caster points, so we'll need a 3 or better. Yeah, there we go, 2 hits. And they will now need 6s to block because of the Admonition. There we go, 2 kills. I still have another action. We're going to advance along here and blast the grunt with the Master Shotgun. 1 hit, and as we know by now, Devout gives us an extra hit. 1 block. Right, that's actually 2 blocks now because Admonition went away. Oh well, we'll move on to Mirabelle now. Alright, we don't want them bunched up for when that biocannon blasts us, so she's going to rush down to the floor here. Aliens now, so the grunt will shoot its bioborer at Sister Belvoir. 1 hit. Not blocked, so that's a wound and a morale check. Which she fails. I think... Ooh. Let's auto-pass it, take on 2 stress. All the alien reinforcements have rushed. There's just the biocannon to fire at Sister Mirabelle. Oh no. 2 hits. 5s to block. 1 block, 1 wound. Okay, we need to keep moving, so Mirabelle's gonna hop off here with an advance and shoot the flamer at the support grunt. Reliable, so 3s to hit. Had a feeling that would happen. Alright, let's take 2 stress for an extra action and shoot again. Alright, I'm dead, aren't I? I am toast. Mirabelle still has another action, so she will use Evasion. Alright, Sister Belvoir, healing touch on yourself. You take a stress, which becomes a wound, amazingly. D3 wounds get restored. I get 2 back. That was pretty pathetic. Let's cast Eternal Flame at that grunt, get it out of the way. We'll use both caster points. That fails as well. Oh, my luck has run out. Okie dokes, then we'll have an advance to the edge of the roof there. Shoot the shotgun at that grunt. 1 hit, and Devout is an extra hit. 5s to block. We got him. Alright, the aliens have moved. I am so screwed. So, the Soul Snatch has made it up onto the roof. That's not good news for Belvoir. These grunts down here are in shooting range with their Ravagers to Mirabelle. We've got a Spore about to blow up in her face, and we still have the Biocannon. Yikes. Alright, 6 dice from these Bio Ravagers towards Mirabelle. Hitting on a 6 though, thanks to the evasion. So they all miss. And now this Bio Cannon at Mirabelle. Darn, 1 hit, and with Relentless, that's 2 hits. Just a block. 1 block, 1 wound. Alright, here's the plan. I only need one of the 2 sisters to escape. So, we're going to have Sister Belvoir hold the fort here, because we can't outrun that Soul Snatcher. And then Sister Mirabelle is going to make a run for it. She has the Witch Destroyer ability, which makes her fast. Let's see what we can do. Alright, Belvoir. Both caster points on Eternal Flame on the Soul Snatcher. It fails. Really could have done with that working, Belvoir. We'll hold position and shoot the shotgun. They'll miss. This is not going according to plan. Okay, Healing Touch on herself. Will test, which passes. Let's get some wounds back. Come on. 3 wounds back. Okay. Alright, and then it's time for Ritual Pact. So this is Sister Belvoir's once per game ability. She targets the Soul Snatcher, and both she and the Soul Snatcher take 1 wound. Okay, Mirabelle. I don't really have a good way to deal with the Spore. So we're going to advance here first and shoot the Flamer, see if we can finish off this support grunt. Actually hitting this time. We'll give it some cover. So forced to block. Finally, after all this time, I managed to destroy the support grunt. And then we're going to use 2 stress to get in an extra action, which is going to be Rush. And with Witch Destroyer, that's going to get us all the way over to the Radiator. Oh, I do owe Mirabelle 2 Holy Shield rolls. She failed them both though. Okay. Aliens now. This is going to be brutal. Soul Snatcher charges at Belvoir. 6 heavy claw attacks. We have got 5 hits. 6 is to block. Oh, that's 2. That's 3. That's only 2 wounds. 2 little hand slaps back. She actually gets a hit. With the admonition penalty, 5s to block for the Soul Snatcher. There we go. Scored a wound. I do now need to make a morale check, which I fail. Let's auto pass it. That gets converted into wounds. I may as well, since she's going to die anyway. Here, all the other aliens is updated positions. That Spore is blobbing through the ruins. Straight towards Mirabelle. Can she escape? Sister Belvoir is going to turn her attention to those grunts down there. Let's see what we can do to support Mirabelle. So let's start with spellcasting, Eternal Flame. Both caster points. Works this time, 2 hits on those guys. They block it all, and then we'll shoot the Master Shotgun down there and hold position. They all miss. I guess Healing Touch on herself. Which she fails the will test. No, she doesn't, because of the invigorating fumes. We get 2 wounds back. Okay, Mirabelle can rush to the corner as far as you can. Soul Snatcher charges. This is it for Belvoir, I'm sure. Going out in a glorious battle. 6 heavy claw attacks. That's 3 hits. 6 is to block. That's 1 block, 2 wounds. 2 close combat weapon attacks coming back. They both miss. Alright. Morale check. She fails. She can be shaken now, that's fine. Let's do the Spore next. So it floats up here. 3 tendril attacks. Oh, quality 6, they all miss. Doesn't matter if I hit it back or not, it's going to explode. So let's just do the explosion, which is 6 hits. So that is 6 wounds. Belvoir is down. And this Splore blobs through these ruins. It's difficult terrain, so it gets that far. I think I will call it there. It doesn't really matter what the other aliens do. I don't think these grunts can move to a position where they can shoot at Mirabelle. Mirabelle's in the corner. It's the end of the round. She escapes. So, that was pretty close. Our heroes each gain 4 experience points, not enough to level up this time, and 10 credits each. We need to see what injuries Kantara and Belvoir have sustained. Okay, Kantara, not another blind eye this time, please. 1. That is another chest wound for Kantara. And Belvoir. That's a chest wound as well. That is fine since she's not wearing any armour anyway. -1 defense won't matter too much. That is the end of Chapter 3 of the campaign. Chapter 4 coming up next. There'll be a free mission chapter. I think we'll have a change of enemy. Perhaps Human Defence Force. It makes sense that they might be supporting the cultists.